Thanks, guys. We can tell by the packed parking lot here at Wegmans in Syracuse, it was ranked yet again as the top-ranked grocery store chain in the United States, according to Consumer Reports. It was also the fourth time in the last 5 years that Wegmans was at top of that list, right in front of Trader Joe's. About 27,000 people responded to questions such as the cleanliness, prices, and overall quality of service here at Wegmans. October is the start of deer mating season, and with overpopulation of deer in central New York, local authorities are taking the time to warn drivers about the dangers of deer on the side of the road. If a deer happens to collide with your vehicle, it could end up right in your local auto body shop. There's no question that a deer can cause damage to a car. You can see it right here in the light. Crushed, done, nothing left. There's even some deer fur tucked in a little crack right here. This car is completely totaled. Well, guys, 91 employees work at the JPMorgan Chase inside of Lyman Hall here at Syracuse University, but they're going to walk down these stairs for the final time on June 30th. JPMorgan Chase is laying off 91 employees. 55 of those are full-time, the rest belonging to student interns. JPMorgan Chase is going to help these employees find other positions within the company. Reporting live in Syracuse, Austin Pollack, NCC News. This car right here is a 2008 Jeep Grand Cherokee. It's an SUV, so you'd think it would be pretty good in weather just like this. Not when it has tires that are as bald as this one. This car is in desperate need of some snow tires. It began in 1992. Since then, the Adirondack Scenic Railroad has provided people from all over North America with the beauty of fall foliage in central New York. The railroad brings in volunteers, like conductor Al Haywood. He is in his 12th year, and even to this day, the job brings joy into his life.
I enjoy the conductor part and doing the physical part of being a conductor and managing the train, but I probably more importantly like working with the passengers and the pure enjoyment that the trip brings them.
The train gets some attention. The foliage peak season is one of the busiest. Haywood says each train sees nearly 400 passengers per day, with the trains running 4 days a week. The Adirondack Scenic Railroad is a good time for everybody, whether you're young or whether you're old. It all depends on what you want to do. Some people, like Claire Lyons, just want to enjoy the ride and take in the nature. For her, she's trying to stay busy.
I'm trying to fill my life with interesting things. I've lost a wonderful husband, and it's a lonesome time.
Taking the ride through the Adirondacks also brings back some precious memories.
I'm missing my husband because these are the things that we would do together. So,
reporting in Utica, Austin Pollack, NCC News. Out here, it's the dead of winter. But in here, baseball. One of the worst winter months in Syracuse history has put a damper on the start of the Lemoyne baseball season. Although they usually start the season with some practices indoors, head coach Scott Cassidy does not see the team stepping onto their field until the end of April.
It's not only the snow now, and it's the temperatures, and with the temperatures being below freezing, you know, it's going to be a long time before everything thaws out there.
Lemoyne has had scheduling issues related to the snow in previous years, but mainly because of the weather in the Syracuse area. New England has had a harsh winter, so now the issue is not just the home schedule, but the road one as well. Cassidy says when neither team's field is available, it's time to think outside the box.
Try to find a neutral site. Fortunately, in the last few years, a lot of teams have been getting turf fields. We have to find those turf fields, hope nobody's renting them already, and hopefully they plow them and snow blow the snow off of them so that they're available.
Ground balls don't go well on hardwood floors. For the outfielders, practicing indoors is even more of a challenge. Indoor practices make game preparation unrealistic. Outfielder Donato DeNorcia chose to play college ball at Lemoyne after playing high school ball in Naples, Florida.
It was really hard at first. Hand warmers. That's been my secret so far. I put like 2 in my back pocket or so, sometimes slip them in like a sleeve.
Being in the gym means DeNorcia cannot take fly balls that he might see in games. The weather doesn't just impact the schedules, but it also affects practice drills and situations.
It is frustrating being in the cold. It's tough being in this gym, not getting, fly balls, getting ground balls that decide to skip up because we're on a wood floor.
Cassidy spent 3 years pitching in the major leagues with stops in Toronto, Boston, and San Diego. He is a 1998 graduate of Lemoyne. This season is one that he won't be forgetting anytime soon.
This is my 5th year as the head coach, so for 5 years here, and I don't even remember it being this bad. I played here when I was in college, and I don't remember it being this bad, even when I was playing.
Lemoyne was supposed to play a weekend series on Long Island this past weekend. Both games were postponed. For now, the only competition for the Dolphins is with Mother Nature. Good afternoon. This is NCC News at 4:45. I'm Austin Pollack. Hiawatha Boulevard is closed between 1st and 2nd Street because of a water main break. The break was first reported at around 8 this morning. Crews are working to fix the street and hope to have it reopened by 5 o'clock. As of right now, crews don't know what caused the break and will not look into that until it is fixed. Republican Jeb Bush is expected to announce his candidacy for the 2016 presidential election. A fundraiser for the former Florida governor will be held on Wednesday in Dallas. Texas is one of the nation's top states for Republican fundraising. Bush will campaign in Texas along with Ted Cruz. Former President George W. Bush is expected to attend his brother's fundraiser on Wednesday. The group behind Boston's bid to host the 2024 Olympics says it wants to leave the decision up to the Massachusetts residents. Chairman of Boston 2024 John Fish told business leaders that organizers hope to gather signatures to make this a question on the November 2016 state ballot. If residents vote against the city hosting the 2024 Olympics, Fish says the group will not move forward with a final bid to host the games. That wraps up NCC News at 4:45. I'm Austin Pollack. Thanks and have a good night.